This isn't your grandpa's truck camper, but it's the truck camper he wishes he had. It is lightweight, under 1,000 pounds, fits in a mid-sized truck like a Ford Ranger or a Tacoma. It's modular and it's got all the features you need for camping anywhere. Hey everybody, I'm PJ with Princess Craft RV. This is the Scout Yoho pop-up. This camper is made to go anywhere. Now it fits that Tacoma like I mentioned, and if that Tacoma is four-wheel drive, man, any place you can take your truck, you can take this camper. It's a pop-up style. They make a Yoho in a hard side and a pop-up. Either way, you've got all the great features inside. The pop-up just brings it down a little bit, maybe easier to get under those trees, or, you know, a little less center of gravity so that if you're on rocky terrain, you're gonna be a little more stable. Still great features inside. Now, all of the Scout campers are modular. That's one of the things that sets them apart. And what that means is that the systems that are in it, like the refrigerator, can be used inside or outside. And, you know, if it needs a repair, super simple. It doesn't put your camper in a service bay. Just pull out the cooler and you're good to go. Now it is maybe a little more basic camping than you've seen on some of the truck campers that we've shown you. But, you know, if what you're looking for is function and the ability to go absolutely anywhere, you're gonna love this. Let's head inside and get started right there. First thing people notice about pop-ups is that the door, yeah, it's kind of short. Exactly 46 inches. But you see how easy it is to step in. You just duck down. It is natural to step in that way. Now stepping out may be a little trickier, but I'm only 5 feet tall, super easy for me. But the guy behind the camera today is much taller than I am. And in and out, just duck down, walk in. Enough about that. You guys got this. Windows. I want to talk about the pop-up part of this. This fabric is really nice, very durable. I like the feel of it. It's going to be super cleanable. And the best part is you unzip them and you've got windows all the way around. Now this back window behind me, it is just a plastic window. It doesn't have the screen on it. That is probably for safety reasons because I've got the diesel heater right behind me with some exhaust. But on the sides and all around the bed area, everything opens up. Now you can obviously have a blackout coverage on everything, or you can unzip the window and have a screen. And that's one of the best things about pop-up truck campers. The airflow is outrageous. It feels amazing. You get a beautiful day, that's exactly how you're going to want to camp. Now I want to start right over here in the kitchen because that's always the biggest question. Inside cooking, outside cooking, what works best for you? Well, you can do either one on this, and you can do it pretty easily. I am going to show you the outside connection in a bit, but you start right over here, and I love this bamboo feel up here. You've got a nice wood cover. Move that out of the way, and this nice curved sink here. You know, in the center at the deepest point, it's about 6 inches deep. So you've got plenty of space, easy to fill some bottles, easy to reach your hand in, and your water tank is right down below. Now this is a Lifesaver jerry can. It's 4.9 gallons. If you're not familiar with the Lifesaver jerry cans, they're going to be the ones that have a built-in carbon filter. It is gravity fed, and it is going to feed that water through to your sink. The best part, take that jerry can, I mean, you can fill it full of creek water, and it's going to take out the bacteria, the microplastics. It's going to take out all of the contaminants in the water and make it drinkable. Love it. So you don't even need water where you are. You just need to be able to have some source. That jerry can's going to make everything work for you in this camper. All right, right down below there's a switch here. That is going to turn on the porch light on the back. And let's go back up to the top. You know, if you're not using your sink, you've got a great countertop here. Actually, you've got countertop on both sides. That's unusual as well. Usually in pop-ups, there is a lack of counter space. And yeah, this is not only beautiful, but extremely functional. And a nice 2-burner stove right here. Drops right in. You notice there's handles here so it can lift out. Again, modular, so if you need to make a repair or move it outside, very easy to do. You've got a space underneath here, big open space actually. Right now you've got the book of all the information that comes with this. This is stuffed right under here. But not only do you have a lot of space, you have a 500-watt inverter. Now that is an option on this, but it's one that we always add here at Princess Craft. So everything that you have here on our lot, I believe will have that 500-watt inverter. So you have 2 110 plugs right there. Now this camper comes standard with a 132 amp hour lithium battery. There is space to add a second one if you need more power, but that will help keep this 110 plug charged for anything that you need to add there. Okay, I thought we were talking about kitchen. I just keep jumping all over. Right over here, you've got more counter space like I mentioned, and then your power center. Right at the top, you've got the Victron battery monitor. And of course, that will tell you everything you need to know about the power that you have and the power that you're using. And down below, you've got a switch right here. Now that is going to turn the power off on all the lighting in here. And you've got the USB and USB-C ports. Underneath, you've got the toggle switches for the 12-volt systems in the camper. So very easily labeled, easy to operate, and yeah, right there available to you. Now let's look right here underneath this seat, because as you walk straight into the camper, you have a nice U-shaped dinette. But the space right in front of me, I can move the seat and that cushion scoots over, and that's where the refrigerator is. It is a 12-volt cooler. This one is a Dometic. And lift up that, and you've got easy access right here to everything you need. And when you're done, you just put the cushion back in. Now that cushion has a little bit of a cutout on it. And that cutout makes it super easy to grab and fits right back in there. It also gives you access to the controls on that refrigerator so that you can turn it on and off and adjust it. I mean, it's just a great system. Like I said, this is such a compact camper. To have all of these features and to make it so accessible and so easy to operate, it's really impressive. Now, we're going to scoot right over here to the dinette. This dinette is 29 inches wide and 5.5 feet long. So when it turns into a bed, yeah, if you're a lot taller than I am, my 5 foot fits perfectly. Again, if you're a lot taller, maybe this doesn't work perfectly for you. But it is there. It is a nice size sleeping area if you have company. The Lagoon table, again, has that bamboo style on the top. Just beautiful, particularly with this green color on this fabric. And it moves around, and it can go any place you need it to go. It can be extra prep when you're in the kitchen. It can be a workspace from pretty much anywhere on this dinette. It can be eating space from the back. Whatever it is you need, this can swivel around and be in that area. Now, if you're not a big table fan, you don't need it at all. You can adjust it by just undoing the bottom clamp, slipping it right off, and leaving it at home. That's what this style of camping is all about. Bring what you need. Don't bring what you don't need. And you can adjust the height too, which I am really fond of, because so many times I sit at a table and, you know, the table is way up here, makes it really difficult for me to work on a laptop or even to enjoy a dinner. So all adjustable here. Let's get it out of the way. Let's talk about this fabric. This is a very soft, extremely durable fabric. I mean, it feels very velvety, easy to clean. It is meant for outdoor performance. In fact, it's called performance fabric. It comes in several colors. You've got the green, and then there's also a red tone. That's really lovely. And then, of course, a standard gray. If you like things neutral, yeah, Scout has that too. So I am really impressed with this dinette. It works great, and this feels so spacious in here. I see an awful lot of pop-up truck campers, and this is impressive. Again, you've got the big windows right here on both sides. Wow. Now the next thing I want to talk about is right behind me. And you've got the controls right here for the diesel heater on the outside. I'll show you that when we get there. Diesel heat is so nice because it's a much drier heat. You don't have the condensation. It's very efficient, so you don't need to carry a ton of diesel. And you've got this vent here that you can move so it points whatever direction you need it to go. This is actually the back of that heater. It is bolted on. If for some reason it needs a repair, or you don't need a diesel heater, you're just camping on the beach and you're just fine, then it can be unbolted and left at home. Very easy to do. And an intake right there, so it says don't block that. But that's really it. Such a simple package, easy to add, easy to remove, easy to repair. Now let's look up and down while I'm standing here because that's important. Looking down, there is a nice woven, it actually looks like a grass mat, but it's not. It is a very durable material, and it is on top of this composite flooring. So if it gets really dirty in here, you track some things in, you can just shake it out, maybe hose it off if you want to, and easily clean the floor. These campers are not meant to stay pristine all the time. So having fabric that's cleanable, having durable countertops, and having flooring that cleans easily, that's important. We want you out there using them, having that adventure, and not worrying about tracking things in. It's going to happen. And right behind me here, you've got netting and the porta potty. You know? Maybe it's something you don't need, but if it's something that helps you camp and be more comfortable, especially if you're in an area where you need something for nighttime, just pull out the porta potty. Of course, you've got the privacy inside. You can always set up a space outside. I know a lot of you do that, but having some place to carry it where it fits is really nice. Now coming down, I want to point out that you do have a few safety features. You've got the carbon monoxide LP detector right there, and that of course is going to tell you if you've got any propane or any carbon monoxide in here that is needing to be addressed. Obviously, that's going to run off the battery that is in the camper. It is not going to run off anything external. Now, the batteries that you just pop into place, just like a flashlight battery, that's going to be in your smoke detector up there. So you've got both things to keep you safe, and then right back behind me, of course, a fire extinguisher. You'll find that in every truck camper, but whether it's in your way or just out of the way like these are, really, that's something to look at. You don't want to be bumping it every time you walk in. Now let's look up because you've got a power fan right here. I don't know how to tell people exactly how useful that is because you turn on that power fan and it is going to pull that air out. It's going to create a breeze from all these windows you have all around you. And you know, here in Texas, even if it's a 110-degree day, it can make it so comfortable on the inside. Now you've also got a standard vent in front, and so both vents are going to give you all kinds of airflow inside. The lights, little LED strips, and you've got 3 of them in this camper. That's pretty standard in all of the Scout campers. Lighting is really important, particularly if you're in a very dark area. And so Not only do you have 3 LED strips that turn on and off independently, but you can also dim them. If you need a little warmer light, just hold that and you can see you can dim those lights and then raise it up however you would like that light to be. So I love that feature. You know, lighting is one of the things that really annoys me when I'm camping. So I love the ability to work one at a time and to dim them. Beautiful. All right, I think I've covered everything on this side. You know, I just like hanging out in here, so it's taking me a little bit longer to get through this. But let's move up to the bed area because they've done a great job up there as well. When you sit down on the bed, you've got about 34 inches between the cushion and the ceiling. Clearly it's great for me, but that would be something you'll want to check if sitting up here is important to you. Now, the bed itself, you probably sleep sideways if it's in this configuration. That's going to be 51 inches wide and 72 inches long. There is 2 extra cushions that come with it, and that's because this bed pulls out to be a 75 by 72 inches. And that will allow you to sleep front to back, or north-south as we say. Otherwise, east-west is going to be the best sleeping area, of course. Again, windows all the way around, a vent right here, a nice light that you can turn on and off from the sleeping area without any hassle at all. Being able to pull this bed out and have a really nice sleeping space and then push it right back in when you get up in the morning and have a nice living space, that's the beauty of this camper. It is so versatile. Putting the top down, you know, it's very simple to do. It has already got a strap around it that's going to pull that canvas in when you're pulling it down. It's a manual system, no cables to break, no motors to not work. So just give it a pop on each side, unhook it here. Now, I won't lie, I have to lean into a little bit, but with a little extra body weight, it pulls right down into place, and we're good to go. I know I mentioned the porta potty storage right there under the seating, but we've also got this large piece here under the kitchen that we talked about. I wanted to be sure you saw that there was a big open space underneath the step up into the dinette. Now this is, gosh, probably about 8 inches tall and yeah, about 2 feet deep. So there's a lot of space under here, a little bit of space underneath the cooler right here as well. So you do have some places that you can store a few of those things that you absolutely need to keep in your camper. Now let's step outside and see what makes the Scout camper so unique. Now stepping out, first thing you'll notice, of course, is the diesel heater that we talked about. Very interesting that this is easy to put fuel in, and it is meant to be taken off if you don't need it. I like the fact that it's easy to see inside, do any kind of maintenance that you need. This just flips down, easy access right here for that diesel heater. There is even a handle on top on this Zargus heater, and that is so that if you need to take it off, yeah, it's easy to carry around. Now the door has the covering over the window, but behind this is, of course, this dual pane acrylic window, so you can pull this cover off. It's done by snaps. And, you know, a question we always get is, does the window open? And the answer is no. This window does not open, and probably the reason is because your diesel exhaust is right behind you. So they want to be sure they keep you safe inside, but the cover snaps right on, and when you want to see outside, of course, you've got that availability. You've got a friction hinge here. In the wind, you can set the door wherever you need it to be. The wind's not going to blow it open or closed. You don't have any other operators to deal with. Just put it wherever you'd like for it to stay. And you've got a nice heavy-duty handle to help you get in and out. The jacks are something that's pretty unique to the Scout campers. Now, they are manual jacks, but if you have an electric drill, just put the socket in and you can raise and lower them very easily. And then once you have it on your truck, you can pull the pins and take the jacks off completely. That's going to give you a little more clearance on the sides. You don't have to worry about the jacks, and a lighter weight. To attach it to your truck, they have built-in tie downs here. They're integrated into the camper, and all you do is pull out the hook, attach it to the tie downs that are already in your bed, and of course ratchet it tight so that it's secure. Right in front of where this ratchet strap is on the driver rear side is going to be a 30 amp plug right here. Next to that, a solar plug. So if you wanted to use some portable solar, you can plug it in right there. Now you'll want to be sure that that portable panel has a controller in it. It's going to run in, go straight to the battery, and you also have the drain right behind it for the sink. Now you can hook up a hose, you can use all kinds of containers to catch that water, but all of that right here on this rear corner. Now you have a nice bed rail run around the side. Not only does it give it a nice look, but this also is there so you could attach extra gear, maybe some more Rotopacks, whatever it is you need, secure it right here on the side, because the side of your truck is going to be inside this bed rail. Now your propane compartment is right here on the front of the camper. Open this up. It is a smaller propane tank, so if you want to carry extras, very easy to do. You can put that in your vehicle and you're good to go. Now, you're going to be using this strictly for your stove. If you'd like to hook up a different grill or something out here, there is a quick connect included that is right behind this that you can connect to, and you can run that cord right through the portal underneath here and up through to that quick connect. Otherwise, you can simply connect to the propane bottle and you're good to go. Now there's also a 110 plug right under here. That's how we have it powered right now. Plugging into 110, you know, a household plug, that makes it very easy to plug this in pretty much anywhere that you want to go. Instead of having to carry all the adapters, do all of that, just plug it in right here. Now coming around to the front, you've got these gas props, and that's one of the reasons that putting it up and down is so easy. It is unusual for me to easily be able to pop up and down a camper like this, especially if it's manual. Now, another thing you can see is going to be the angle on the roof. This camper is built with a roof that has a bit of angle on the sides. That's going to help with rain runoff. It's going to help with the snow. Yeah, you know, people do go camping in the snow, even with the pop-ups. It's great design up there. The other thing I want to mention is on top, you're going to have 200 watts of solar. So that is going to help this camper be powered, yeah, for whatever it is you need, wherever you want to camp. Let's keep going. On the passenger side, you've of course got two more of the jacks here. You've got the bed rail, and then, of course, the tie downs. But the difference is you've got this great Kamet crosswing awning. Now, right here at Princess Craft, we've got these campers pretty close together. Let me move to the other side and show you how that works. This is the Yoho hard side, and you know, it's the same footprint, but a little different layout inside. So if you want to check out all the details on the Yoho hard side, we'll give you a link right up there. All right, same Kamet crosswing awning, and first thing you want to do is release it right here and give it a pull. You can hear one click, so if you only want it to come out a little ways, works beautifully. If you would like a bigger awning, pull it out, clicks right into place. Now right over here at the ratchet, you're going to want to tighten it up just a little bit, and you do that right here. And that's going to tighten up the fabric for you. Now when you're ready to release it, just put it in the release mode right there, and give it a little tug, and it slides right back in. Very easy to use, easy to operate, and just a great side awning. Now keep in mind, this camper is going to be on your truck, so it'll be a lot taller than this. Not much awning if it's only 4 foot off the ground, right? So that is a great feature that you'll have on this Yoho pop-up. Now the last thing I want to tell you about these Scout campers, and certainly not the least, is the way they're built. it has an aluminum exoskeleton, which gives it the sturdiness to hold up when you're on any type of terrain. Now, the outside is going to be fiberglass. The roof is also going to be fiberglass, so you don't have to worry about any of that brush or tree limbs. So it's going to really hold up. Now, the best part, they have a composite in there to give it insulation and structure and durability. I mean, no water damage on the inside. Also, if you noticed how nice the walls were on the inside, that's a composite material as well. So no wood in this structure, which is really nice. So, a lot to learn about the Scout campers. Yes, they're not the most luxurious, but they've got everything you need. And you know, for off-grid or minimalist style camping, it's really incredible how comfortable they are. You know, it's one of the favorites here at Princess Craft RV. So if you're looking at a truck camper, don't pass these by. Check it out. It might be exactly what you're looking for. I'm PJ with Princess Craft RV, and I'll see you next time.